Did you hear that funny noise too?
Hey, take it easy. They're only bats. No reason to panic so far. But we're calm.
Over here.
Have you lost something, Master of Hieroglyphs?
I hate bats. Once, when I was little, I got stuck in an old well. It was full of them.
It's all right, Carl. Back home at the ranch, we were wary of them too.
How odd. I would have sworn that back at the ranch, you'd have shot at anything that moves.
We barely ever shoot anything for no good reason, Eve. Unless we're severely provoked.
Wait a minute. Was that a threat?
Make of it what you will.
Jack, I will not march through a cloud of bats, and I'm not gonna have Amanda threaten me.
Bats are small and completely harmless. No one's ever been hurt by a bat. Why'd you look so nervous?
And you, great scientist, you're afraid of bats?
It is called treacherous.
Got any ideas how to deal with those bats?
Well, I've visited the zoo in Paris a couple of times, but how's that gonna help us?
Perhaps we could use the flash from your camera.
You mean it might scare them off?
It's worth a try.
Sure, why not?
I think I should handle this. The flash won't help at all, but a gunshot will work like a charm.
Of course, there isn't the least bit of danger in that.
A loud noise could do the trick.
That's what I think. Out of the way, photographer.
Wow. Great shot, Amanda.
Whew. I'm really happy I didn't hit any of them.
Well, I'm sure the bat was already old and died of shock. Don't worry.
It seems to be a gigantic cave.
The bat crashed when Amanda fired into the cave.
You can tell
Probably
it
died of
was
shock.
filled with water up to the ceiling.
Whoa. This bridge has seen better days.
That's true, Jack. The planks of this bridge have been influenced by atmospheric intrusion.
And what does that mean for us?
I would have to make precise calculations in order to be sure. At any rate, we shouldn't risk crossing it with more than 2 people at a time.
So we just walk across one after the other.
Great idea, honey, but unfortunately we've only got the one torch and the bridge has no railing. You're welcome to cross it in complete darkness. That'll be fun.
Eve's right. Walking across is too dangerous without light. I think it's best if I cross the bridge with a torch and take one of you along every time.
Wait a minute!
What is it?
You're gonna leave me alone in the dark with a woman who wants me dead?
But I was only kidding. Just take Eve across first. Carl and I will stay here and wait.
Somehow I knew this wouldn't be easy.
Now, Amanda, you're welcome to try and cross the bridge by yourself.
Come along, Eve.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
I don't see Amanda or Carl anywhere on the other side. Please, Eve, stay here for a moment. I'll look for Amanda and Carl. What are you doing? Why did you leave the cave?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were deep in conversation, and it was getting really stuffy in there.
Are you joking? I'm trying to get us all over there, and you two just walk about outside and shoot the breeze.
Oh, Jack, come on. We just lost track of the time. It's no big deal.
All right, I'm totally calm. Would you please come back in now so we can all cross the bridge?
I like that approach. And Amanda, I mustn't forget to tell you what I eventually did with that new concept.
And could you simply stay where you are when I leave you alone again?
Sounds great. What did you say, Jet?
Nothing. Perhaps this will become more bearable if I simply jump into the chasm. Wait a minute, why are you over here again?
Are you joking? You all left the cave? I thought you would leave me behind here. How could you?
There was no reason to be afraid. How did you even get across the bridge without a torch?
On all fours, and I was scared to death. Luckily, I could always see the light from the entrance.
Ah, so without a torch it's only possible in one direction. Right, I see. We're going to start over. And this time, please stay focused.
Now, Amanda, you're welcome to try and cross the bridge by yourself.
Right, let's go, Amanda.
Fine, after you.
Come along, Eve.
I'm sure you know what you're doing.
Why are you looking at me like that, Eve?
I think you should go back with me.
Ugh, all this to and froing? I think I need a new pair of boots. Or feet.
All right, I'll wait here. Come along, Carl.
I really hope we're not going to encounter any...
So, you're an engineer.
Right, let's go, Amanda.
Fine, after you.
The door seems locked. Any ideas?
There's this gigantic stone thing here.
It'd be really weird if this thing weren't somehow connected to the path.
That's what I think. But it's massive.
We should give it a try. 3 people can turn it, then we'll see if anything can happen.
Finally, someone who tries to come up with solutions.
Ha! And what are the rest of us doing?
Oh, threatening other team members at gunpoint, perhaps.
Be quiet! Everybody, you are driving me crazy! Can we continue now?
All right, grab the bars then. A wooden leg from a man who no longer needs it. It's made from strong wood. Somebody obviously tried to attach a 4th handle, but there's nothing but splinters left. I'm done. How's the translation coming?
It wasn't easy, but I think I've got it. The whole thing is something like an ancient safe. We must align the pyramid in 3 directions in a specific order.
And then the door will open?
Maybe. I'm not quite sure about the last part. Either the door will open, or the cave will collapse in order to punish us for the sacrilege we committed by touching the pyramid.
I would definitely prefer option 1. So what do we do?
First, the king's feather must caress the plumed guardian of the bridge. Next, the king's falcon must meet the eye that looks down into the abyss. And finally, the entrance to the tomb must point at the secret chamber.
Cracking this code should be a piece of cake. So, Carl, what's the first clue?
First, the king's feather must caress the plumed guardian of the bridge.
Great. The door moved a bit. What's the next clue?
Next, the king's falcon must meet the eye that looks down into the abyss.
Looking good. Now for the last step.
And finally, the entrance to the tomb must point at the secret chamber.
The door's open. We did it. Good job. Time to go and face whatever awaits us.
Jack, don't you think you forgot something?
Like what?
Come on. After all this, a little praise for Carl would be appropriate.
Oh, you're probably right. Great work, Carl.
Hey, we're crew, aren't we?
Sure. Whatever.
Right. I understand. Thanks.
Are you ready now? Can we go?
Watch out, Jack!
Holy... What is that?
What on earth have we found here?
It looks fat. Totally obese. Unhealthily stuffed. But quite obviously, it's still very hungry.